Well, absolutely, in all different ways. Without Pakistan's support, there is no way that the Taliban could have survived or lasted even, in the initial years of their resurgence. It's very clear if you just go on social media and mainstream media and, look for yourself, you can see that the Taliban fighters are enjoying safe havens. They're wounded and killed are daily. Returned to the Pakistani cities of Peshawar and Quetta, where they receive medical treatment. Of course, that's where they've been ideologically indoctrinated, armed, and deployed to destabilize Afghanistan. Unfortunately, something that we've been repeatedly brought to the attention of the international community, which is quite aware. The intelligence agencies of the whole neighborhood, including Turkey. Turkey, having been present in Afghanistan, is quite aware of, unfortunately, Pakistan's involvement and the support for the Taliban to destabilize Afghanistan, which, unfortunately, is on a very narrow definition of national security. Well, it definitely costs Pakistan on the long run, which we have repeatedly brought to their attention, and as well as from the rest of the region as well. We just had the SDO meeting, and we had the regional connectivity conference in Tashkent, where everyone, reaffirmed their support for stabilization of Afghanistan, knowing that peace in Afghanistan is the key to ensuring a regional integration. That would happen when support for the Taliban discontinues, because the Taliban are just not operating out of the blue. Nothing is falling for them from the sky. The support comes from our neighborhood, and everyone is aware of that. It's this common sense fact. I hope so. I mean, if Pakistan has that leverage and they can use it constructively, something that we've been encouraging the country to have the Taliban seriously and tangibly engage in the peace talks. And this should have already happened. Remember, the United States and the Taliban signed the Doha Agreement in February 2020, and the Taliban there firmly committed that in return for the withdrawal of NATO forces from Afghanistan and the release of 6,000 Taliban foot soldiers, which the Afghan people authorized the Afghan government to release. And they, of course, committed to starting, the peace talks meaningfully, to reducing violence, and then to committing to a comprehensive ceasefire that would allow both sides to make the kind of progress that we both need to end the bloodshed and to move to achieving a sustainable political outcome, a sustainable political settlement. It's realistic as long as the Taliban are encouraged tangibly by their sponsor in the region, and as long as the Taliban stand by their commitment under both the Doha Agreement, which they signed with the United States, and as well as, of course, the United Nations Security Council Resolution 2013, and the provisions of both the agreement and the resolution are very clear as far as the commitments by all sides. The U.S. has done its part, NATO, of course, and as well as the Afghan part and the Afghan people. So the ball is really squarely in the court of the Taliban to distance the lever. As you see, there's a high-powered delegation, and as well as our inclusive negotiating team and Doha, again, delivering the same message, that we are serious. The Afghan people are tired. They want an end to destruction and, of course, killing and maiming of innocent civilians and destruction of public state institutions, infrastructure, everything that the Afghan people need and the region, South Asia and Central Asia need in order to, integrate and move on economic cooperation to benefit everyone across the region.